Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. What a day of football. Yesterday, today, Champions League is back and in full swing, guys. Champions League is up and running. You know what I mean? Football nice. Football nice. Football nice. You know, guys, first and foremost, you know I do it. I like to give thanks to the Most High because without Him, none of this possible. None of this possible. Nothing possible without God. So we give thanks first and foremost, you know, while we push on into the chat. Barca Girl 31 say hi. What's up? What's up? How did your team do? What's going on? What's going on? It was a fantastic couple days of football, guys. Real nice. Real nice. You know what I mean? Everybody know who I represent. You know what I mean? My team. Arsenal. You know what I mean? The Gunners. Trash. I mean, like, nice whipping. Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? It seems like at the moment, Arsenal team just love to play these teams from Madrid. You know what I mean? Whether they want to be Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? As long as they say Madrid, it just seems like it's a nonsense mood and situation for Arsenal. You know what I mean? So much talking point, you know what I mean, from these games. So much talking point from these games. You know what I mean? We're going to go through the games and, you know what I mean, some talking points. We're going to do some player ratings. You know what I mean? I think this is my first time doing player ratings, you know. Yeah, I think this is my first time doing player ratings, but the game was awesome. You know what I mean? So I came back today to show my appreciation, you know what I mean, and still trying to show everybody how delighted, how happy I am, you know what I mean, that we got those 3 points and in the manner that we did. It's been awesome. Gamer, what's up, Gamer? What's going on? What's going on? Gamer in the building. Flabber, Man United forever. Big up Man United. When you guys gonna see the Champions League again? You know what I mean? When you guys gonna see the Champions League again, Man United forever. Flabber, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining the chat. Ansu Fati or Vinny Jr. I don't care. No, I don't care, honestly. Yes, guys. So, Atletico Madrid. Who remember Arsene Wenger last Europa League competition? You know what I mean? I think last Europa League competition. Liverpool got the win. Issa couldn't score and they got 5 goals. That's how that game finished, man. I was on the road. I was hurrying to come home. So while I'm here with you guys, I'm going to be seeing the result of the other Champions League games. You know what I mean? It was some pretty interesting games. Pretty interesting. Yep, because Liverpool went down and then they came back 2-1. I didn't get to see much after that game. At RB17 said he plays for United. He's from the Ivory Coast. He's better than Drogba and both Toure brothers. Magic and don't you? His name is Hamad Diallo. Okay then. Okay then. That was quite the introduction for that player. Yes, sir. So, as far as today's result is concerned, Atletico Club won 3-1. 3-1. Galatasaray won 3-1 against Bodo as well. Chelsea whipped Ajax 5-1. Real Madrid scraped past Juventus in a 1-0 win. Sporting beat Marseille 2-1. Marseille got a red card. Ajax also got a red card in their game against Chelsea. What's going on? Everywhere Chelsea is, there's a red card, whether it be on the Chelsea team or the opposition team. Barcelona are better than Arsenal. Okay, Barca girl. Okay, I hear you. Monaco and Tottenham had a 0-0 draw. Spurs being Spursy. Atlanta and Slavia had a 0-0 draw. I think those are the only 0-0 draw in this Champions League phase so far, right? Between yesterday and today. I have to check. You know what I mean? But I think so. I think so. Um, Michael, Gabriel said Bayern. Big up Bayern. Bayern joined the chat. Big up Bayern in the building. Big up Bayern in the building. Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 5. It's funny. So you mean to tell me that even then Isak couldn't score? That's crazy. That is crazy. Ekatike scored the first goal. I told y'all, Ekatike need to be in this game. You know what I mean? Ekatike is the striker that you start with. I know y'all want to start with Isak. You know what I mean? Big up Shoshana in the building. Riley and Shana said hi. You know what I mean? I know y'all want to start. Liverpool fans, you are the ones I'm talking about right now. I know y'all want to start Alexander Isak because of what's going on with Isak and the money and the this and all of that. You know what I mean? But trust me, it's not clicking right now. And sometimes persons have to learn to know that even though big ballers need to rub the bed sometimes. Come on, what y'all think? Fun with Riley said hello. Barca Girl said you're the best YouTuber. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Barca Girl. Appreciate it. Chris said, come on, Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea. So Chelsea went on and beat this team 5-1. Chelsea. What are you trying to do, Chelsea? What are you guys trying to do? Chelsea Football Club, 5-1. And the red card has shifted, I guess. You know what I mean? Because Red Card FC, which is Chelsea FC, didn't pick up a red card today. I guess that title only lands for them in the Premier League, huh? I guess probably only the Premier League that title land for. Chelsea is better than Arsenal, said at Moise. Moise6 said Chelsea is better than Arsenal. Y'all think? Anybody in the chat beside Moise6 think Chelsea is better than Arsenal? Tiger King, big up yourself. Welcome back to the chat, Tiger King. Tiger King said Alexander Isak got dragged off at halftime because he wasn't running. He was jogging, but what ball to take him off? Liverpool ball showed to do that. Balls. What balls to take him off? Hey, come on, man. Ain't no player bigger than the club. You know what I mean? If you're not playing, you're not playing. And that is what it is. Jesus loves you, said Everton. Thank you, Everton boy. _ Everton boy. Thank you so much. He loves you too. Number 9J20 said Liverpool have finally won. Come on. And they won with some goals too. You know what I mean? Edip Capon said welcome to hell, Galatasaray. Okay. So guys, football is in full swing. As I was reading out the result for you guys, Real Madrid, as I said, squeezed past Juventus 1-0. Real Madrid was at home, by the way. You know what I mean? I like the deer picture. Actually, that's a giraffe. Squammy. That's a giraffe. Yeah, Liverpool 5. Bayern Munich beat Club Brugge 4-0. So Bayern Munich matching Arsenal 4-0, whipping off Atletico Madrid. My bad. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Arsenal mile better. Chelsea every day of the week on Sunday. Twice on Sunday. Y'all hear that? Okay. Okay. Make sure y'all put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, Chelsea fans? Big up Tiger King in the building. So it was a productive Champions League for most of the Champions League team from England. You know what I mean? Except for our neighbors. You know what I mean? Our neighbors drew. Our neighbors drew. You know what I mean? Neighbors, what's going on with y'all? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with the neighbors. They drew with Monaco 0-0. Monaco was at home, so they traveled away. You know what I mean? And that was their result. Chelsea beat a 10-man Ajax 5-1. Right? We all know the result of the Arsenal game. Manchester City beat Villarreal away. So Manchester City was playing away. Beat Villarreal 2-0. And Newcastle won 3-0 against Benfica. So it was a good day for the teams in England. And I specifically say the teams in England just because I support the English League in terms of Arsenal. All right, guys, so no offense to any team that is there. You know what I mean? Y'all can mention anything about your team and we can discuss it. We'll talk about it. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. We are here to make conversation about football. That's what this channel is about. All right, guys. So, I didn't get to watch a lot of the games today. You know what I mean? Trying to get some of the preview right now, trying to look over some of the games right now. You know what I mean? But I want to talk about, yes, we want to talk about the Arsenal game yesterday. The Arsenal game yesterday. You know what I mean? And then we're going to give player ratings and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? But let's talk a little bit about that game yesterday. If anybody had told me at the beginning of kickoff that Arsenal was going to win 4-0 against Atletico Madrid. I'm just saying, you know, it's a Champions League. You know what I mean? Diego Simeone is at Atletico by itself 15 years, I think. You know what I mean? He's a veteran coach. You know what I mean? So you're wondering if, you know what I mean, Arteta is going to school. You know what I mean? You wonder if Dion is looking at Arteta and say, hey, come to class, son, come. Come to class, my boy. Come learn something, my boy. Come. You know what I'm saying? You're wondering if that was going to be the whole situation. But the student became the teacher yesterday. You know what I mean? The student became the teacher yesterday. And boy, was it a wonderful game. As an Arsenal fan, you sit down and you take in that game. You know, I haven't watched over a game in a while. I literally have not watched over a game in a while. And I went and I watched the entire game again last night. I went and I watched the entire game again. It was that good. You know what I mean? Because firstly, I was doing a watch along. So by doing a watch along and communicating with you guys and, you know what I mean, keeping up and all of that, you know you miss stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the game was awesome. You know, so I went and I watched it again so I could pick out some details, you know what I mean, about some players. I still haven't even gotten to write down so I can really see what's going on, you know what I mean? So it's just a situation that I'm going to be talking, you know what I mean? Because we're just reasoning and talking football, you know? So I get to analyze some of the players' performance, you know what I mean? And so I can make a player rating. I can make the player rating better. And stuff like that, you know. So it's a situation where look at the game, you know what I mean. And Alvarez, what a player, man! Alvarez, what a player. And I mean, Alvarez can. I think Alvarez in a good team is scary. Yes, I'm saying. I think Alvarez in a attacking team, decent attacking team is scary, man. You know what I mean? I'm not lying. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Can you picture Alvarez in an attacking team? What y'all think if Alvarez come back to England? You know what I mean? And drop in one of those big 16. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. That probably gonna be something. That probably would be something. You know? But Alvarez was doing his thing. You know what I mean? And there wasn't a lot really besides Alvarez and his efforts in the first half and even the second half. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just get the Atletico players out of the way. You know what I mean? When Gallagher came on in the second half and that one shot that he got, you know what I mean, that Raya was up to the task. You know what I mean? The shot was half side. He was offside. You know what I mean? But the reason why I still mention the shot is because Raya saved it. It was a fantastic save. Nobody knew it was offside. You know what I mean? So it's not like he scored it and then we're going to say, oh, it was offside anyway. No. Raya made a fantastic save. You know what I mean? So that was pretty much what went down. You know what I mean? 90 minutes for the football, or 93, 96, whatever extra time came on it. What a football. You know what I mean? And Atletico Madrid had one shot on target. One shot on target. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's just jump right into it and figure out what's going on. What is it cooking at Arsenal? Something is cooking over by the Emirates, you know what I mean? And no, I think every player wants a piece of it. I think every team trying to get a plate. You know what I mean? I promise you guys, every team trying to get a plate of whatever is cooking over by Arsenal. Let me tell you why. Long throws and corner kicks are a part of Arsenal football game right now. And if you realize what's going on in the football, today I look at Liverpool, right? And I specifically was watching something with Liverpool. Gakpo is a tall dude, a attractive dude, a presence inside that 18-yard box for Liverpool, right? But I realized Gakpo was the one that was taking Liverpool corner. Just like Arsenal have Declan Rice, and Declan Rice is a big dude that will be a present inside Arsenal box. But Arsenal have Declan Rice taking the corners because Declan Rice is one of the best corner taker there is. And I think Liverpool figured it out. Liverpool figured it out. Liverpool have Gakpo taking their corner. You know what I mean? So I guess Gakpo is one of the best corner taker that Liverpool have. So they don't mind losing that aerial threat that Gakpo have inside the 18-yard box because he's going to deliver some good crosses inside that box. You know what I mean? I was looking at the teams, the long throws was coming back in. You know what I mean? The team that Liverpool was playing, several long throws they had right inside that 18-yard box. They throw them. You know what I mean? And Conor Gallagher, what's his name? I don't remember what this guy's name is on. You know what I mean? Blaming Arsenal. Arsenal destroying the game. Arsenal coming, taking in back these long throws and these corner kick coming in back into football. And I'm saying to myself, football analysts and people can be so hypocritical. You know what I mean? Remember the days when Arsenal used to play the prettiest football there is. Beautiful. Beautiful football there is. You remember that goal that Wilshere scored? You know what I mean? With every single Arsenal player touching that ball from the back straight until it reached into the back of the net. Right? Y'all remember that goal? Everybody remember that goal, right? Beautiful. Those are Arsenal legacy. You know what I mean? What do we have to show from those legacy? We don't have trophies. We don't have trophies to show from those legacies. You know what I mean? But people criticize us then. You know what I mean? Because we used to concede a lot of corner goals. You know what I mean? You remember Stoke? Stoke City used to be a thorn in our skin with all those long throws and those corners. Come on, y'all. Anybody who remember what I'm talking about, talk to me in the chat. Arsenal used to be scared of corner kicks and long throws. Stoke used to put them in our skin. And everybody that plays us in that time used to follow what Stoke do. Because guess what? We can manage the ball on the ground, but we can't manage it in the air. So it used to be long balls, long throws, corners. Those are what they used to use to hurt Arsenal. You know what I mean? And they used to call us weak then. We were weak. We didn't have no balls. You know what I mean? We're not a good team. We're this, we're that. All of these things we used to get called. Now we have a coach in Mikel Arteta who is learning the heart of the game while he's coaching. Because remember that he's still just 5 years into the coaching job. Learning the heart of the game. He has built a monstrous team with people that can support. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even realize that this chat was going on so much because my chat stuck. You know what I mean? I don't have a football club. Who should I root for? I root for Arsenal, man. Root for Arsenal. Root for Arsenal. Yeah, so y'all remember those days when we used to be like that. You know what I mean? When teams used to hurt us with all of what's going on. You know what I mean? Y'all remember. Jonathan, what's up, man? What's up? We are here now taking the football to another level. You know what I mean? We are completing the heart of the game. Just look at it. Look at it. We're here completing the heart of the game. Football play on the ground and football play in the air. You know what I mean? If we are making sure that we are the best in what we do, both in the air and on the ground, why are we being bashed? Everybody doing set piece, said Red Skull. Red Skull, big up yourself, man. Everybody doing set pieces. No, Arsenal take the set piece to the game, right? And they're good at it. You have to understand, this is not something that was just developed overnight. Because remember last year, we were okay. The year before we tried, it wasn't all that. And each year we keep on getting better in what we're doing with this set piece. Look at Declan Rice goal. Declan Rice goal showed you how much practice, not Declan Rice goal, Declan Rice set pieces, show you how much practice and effort goes into these set pieces. Declan Rice ball was a in swinger. Or was it an out swinger? It was an out swinger because it was going away. Right? He didn't swing it in. Remember, they could have used Bakaya Saka. They could have used Saka and do that. But it was an out swinger, so it was curving away from the players all the time. Towards the goal, right? It was always curving. And can you imagine a ball curving that much? Where it's just going. Gabriel ran past everyone because he knew where that ball was going. He knew where that ball was going exactly. So it's not an overnight thing, guys. You know what I mean? It's not an overnight thing. It never just happened. I can imagine the set pitch coach call everybody and put the ball in the spot and say, yo, I need to see y'all take some corners. I can just imagine that happening. And everybody come and take corners and say, okay, Declan Rice, you over there. Saka, you over there. You know what I mean? You guys are the two best corner kickers I have. So guess what? We're going to work on your skill and make them better. Before Declan Rice took those free kick in Real Madrid, he used to take a lot of free kick. He never scored one. He's never ever scored a free kick before that day. And he scored two of the best free kick you're probably going to see in your lifetime. You get where I'm coming from? So these are not just overnight situations where Arsenal just get up one day and just decide that they're going to do free kicks or do corners or do long throw. You can see the rehearse. That's why they're so unstoppable. Unstoppable. It's just crazy how Arsenal do it. And it looks bad. And it's degrading the game. And it's this and it's that. When everybody else doing, they're an awesome team. Liverpool did it today. And everybody was jumping and praising Liverpool is bad. Look at that. The hate for Arsenal is real, bro. The hate for Arsenal is real. And they're going to be... Arsenal going to silence some of y'all this season so bad. Now, everybody's jumping on this Arsenal wagon, but Arsenal look like they're going to deliver trophies this season and it's scary. Bro, y'all been against us for how long? We're battlers, we're this, we're that. We've been scumbags in your eyes for a second now. You know what I mean? For a second now. So, what's going on? You know what I mean? Big up all the people in the chat. That's, you know what I mean? Big up everybody in the chat. Let me see if I can get to some of y'all now. No need to wait till the end. We knew Arteta can't take the pressure in the kitchen. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. We have a whole season. We have a whole season to go, bro. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is all good. It is all good. Chris O'Connor, big up yourself, man. What's going on? Not getting excited about Liverpool win. German teams are Norwich in disguise. It's Man City or Arsenal for the league. Bayern or Barcelona will have a shoot in the Champions League. Best of luck. Big up yourself, Chris O'Connor. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Jonathan Quinn said, we see, look, we are gifted now, very gifted, easy, Yacarez, and all the rest. That's it. You know what I mean? It's hard work that's put into hard work, a lot of hard work. Watch this. Eze haven't even started clicking yet. Eze has not started clicking yet. So can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You know what I mean? We still have Mad Wakey to come back. We still have Gabriel Jesus to come back. You know what I mean? We still have Havertz to come back. That's three almost starters right there. You get where I'm coming from? That's three almost starters right there. Mukas, big up yourself, Mukas. You know what I mean? So, guys, look into it. You know what I mean? We have Odegaard, captain. The captain was not even there. And we could see how much we miss him. We could see how much we miss Capo. Imagine when he come back. Imagine when he come back. You get what I'm saying? Jesus is leaving. Yeah, he probably leaving, but he ain't gonna be this season, buddy. No, Jesus playing a part in this Arsenal journey for this season. I promise you. You know what I mean? Interest Milan getting him. Hey, I don't care who want to get him after. It's all good. Saka the man. Big up Saka. You know what I mean? Saka run riot in that first half. Saka run riot in that. It was a little bit more quiet in the second half. You know what I mean? But he run riot in that first half. Football has evolved. And you got to evolve with football. You know what I mean? Let me read this what Christian Connor said, then I go back to what I was saying. As a Liverpool fan, I shooted for Arsenal in the 90s. Bro, when Man U dominated, I will never forget that joy when you are beat them. Keane, Vieira, and all that. Respect the Gunners. Thank you, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. This is how life is. There's always an entry point to what you are trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? There's always an entry point. Arsenal been knocking at this door for how long? Arsenal has never won the Champions League. Y'all know that, right? Arsenal haven't won the EPL in over 20 years. Y'all know that, right? We are on a major league trophy drought right now. So you've been knocking. Chelsea was on a major league trophy drought. What did they do? They went and they spent all sort of money and cheated and buy all sort of players. And they end their trophy drought. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal has been on a trophy drought for a while. You know what I mean? Do you speak English? What am I speaking now? What am I speaking now? United fan, best of luck for the league, bro. You guys will win it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you all. You know what I mean? Thank everybody in the chat, you know what I mean? Y'all subscribe to the channel. We're going to be here all season, you know. We are going to be here all season. You know what I mean? So subscribe to the channel, guys. Let us build this channel. Let us build this community. You know what I mean? Let us be a family. I always tell y'all, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. It doesn't matter what team you support. Football is football. Football speak one language. The only reason why you guys are here right now is because you guys love football. Because everybody on this channel right now is not an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? So you're here because of football. So I'm encouraging you guys. Please, man, support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. You know? So, yeah. You have to have an entry point in everything that you need to do. You know what I mean? Arsenal been trying for years with their entry points, and it's not working. You know what I mean? Tiki-taki football, this, that, ray. It's always, we're always short of something. We're good at this, but we're bad at this. We're good at attack, we're bad at defend. We're good on the ground, we're bad in the air. It's always something. Mikel Arteta has breached that gap. He's closed it. Look at this Arsenal team now. They're very good defense. They're very good going forward. They're very good on the ground. They're very good in the air. Why are you going to bash that and say that we're trying to mess up the game and playing this kind of football? We played it both ways. If we can't win on the ground, then we're going to take it to the air. How does a eagle kill a snake? How does a eagle kill a snake, guys? A eagle kill a snake by taking it to the air. Because that's where they fight. So if I'm fighting and I realize that you guys are better on the ground fighting, why am I going to stay on the ground with you guys to get beat up when I can fly? Why do I need to stay on the ground with you guys to get beat up when I can fly? I'm going to take the game to where it hurts you. In the air hurts you, so I'm taking it there. When you're all rounded, you can switch where it's comfortable for you and comforting for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is about. Arsenal as a team right now that can hurt anybody in any way, shape, and form. And we're not even, I don't even think we're at 60% yet. Because we're still shooting hot and cold. We're shooting, but we're still shooting hot and cold. You get where I'm coming from? The entry point has found. What is the entry point? Okay, football is still going to be evolving over the period of years. The entry point is this. You can hurt persons in the air. You have the players for it, and you have the team for it. Why not? Why not? When they think you're going to always be hurting them in the air, then you go on the ground. Why not? Big up the chat, man. Big up the chat. Big up Frat. Frat, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Let me see some of y'all past comments. Guys, I know y'all coming in with the comments, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm also a Gunner fan, said Sways. Sways, bro. Fully Gunners. Tell them we need a trophy. This we deserve it, yeah. Said Magical Cult. Is that cult or cut? Cut. Jonathan Quinn said, yes, this year, forget the past. Look at our team today. That's what I'm saying. Balance is spot on, as Klopp said. From doubters to believers. Believe Arsenal. That is what's going on. It's been painful the last 2 years. 2 years, bro? It's been painful the last 20 years. Or are you just talking about the last 3 years where we come second? You're probably just talking about the last 3 years that we come second, right? The key word is team, and that's what's going on. You look Arsenal, be proud of my friends. You love Arsenal. Be proud, my friend. Good things coming, said Jonathan. That's what I'm talking about. This Arsenal team is cooking. 20 years we've been suffering. We've been through some embarrassing moments. 8-2. Champions League final loss. Mustafi. Koscielny. Carl Jenkins. Peter Cech. At about 35 years old. Guys, come on, man. We've been through it. We've been through some frustrating times being Arsenal fans. And we're finding a way to be happy again. You're like some of these people is like the Grinch that stole Christmas. You know what I mean? All these Grinches that's talking about Arsenal set piece kings, holy, holy, set piece again. Y'all are Grinches. You know what I mean? Y'all are Grinches. Y'all ain't gonna stop this one, you know. The time is now. The time is now. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not. They say if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I mean? If y'all have a team and y'all team ain't winning right now, hey, jump on the Arsenal wagon, yeah? At least find something to smile and laugh about. You know what I mean? Find something to smile and laugh about. The years that we've gone through all this pain and suffering is behind us. You realize what happened? Atletico Madrid beat us, I think, in Arsene Wenger last season in the Europa League semi-final, and they went on to win it. You know what I mean? Griezmann went over to the corner flag and did a celebration. You understand what I'm saying? You see, that's why I love Gabriel. You know? Gabriel look like he researched these things. It don't look like he forget nothing. That's why Gabriel went back to the corner flag, but this time he held the flag. He held the corner post with a Arsenal flag. You know what I'm saying? It's payback. Just like what he did with Sporting when they marked. At the time, he went and he marked Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? Payback. The time is now. All the hurt, all the pain that we've been through, that we've been going through. We have a reason to smile now, man. Come on. Why y'all trying to take the smile off our face? We're set piece kings. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it, guys. Gyökeres scored 2 scruffy goals. And hey, let me tell you this. I'm so happy for him. I'll take them. The guy hasn't scored, I think, 7 games. I think 7 games. We'll take it however we get it. Right now, until everything started moving how they're supposed to move. We're going to take them all. You know what I mean? Chelsea back 5 goals today, yeah? 5 goals against 10, man. We saw that Arsenal are the strongest now, but United are on the way back. Okay, big up United, man. Big up United. Big up Man U. You play bottom Ajax with 10 men. And don't forget that part. You know what I mean? Everybody in the chat, man, give me some like. Push up those like, guys. Guys, if we're reasoning good, if we're doing some good reasoning today, guys, you know what I mean? Remember, we're reasoning football, man. You know what I mean? Football is real. Football is a real sport. Football is fun. Football is life. You know what I mean? Give me some likes, man. Give me some subscribers. All who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Let us build this channel, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind United. Hey, United is one of Arsenal's biggest rivals, so I'm cool with United. You know what I mean? I like the rivalry that we have. You know what I mean? That's a good rivalry. I need them to be back to where they need to give us back that rivalry. You know what I mean? JJ Okocha was good. Was God. Well, I don't know if it was God, but it was good. We will be playing big teams, don't worry. Jonathan, you will see what we will do. Hey, we've been playing big teams. You know what I mean? We've been playing big teams. Atletico Madrid. Oh, well, I need to find out if that person was at Arsenal. We're talking about Arsenal or Chelsea. I think they're talking about Chelsea. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, we're dying to see what y'all can do for real. Heard it for 25 years. But the fact is, Arsenal is okay. Monkey Boys 100. Sup from London. What's up from London? Jonathan Quinn. Keep watching Arsenal, okay? Chelsea may all family support. Chelsea may all family support. So what you support? Arsenal, right? FC prank. Arsenal will get 5th spot this season. Keep smiling. keep wishing. I remember watching Chelsea as a kid, and you had Kerry Dixon, Pat Never. I turned to Arsenal as soon as I see the red shirt. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Guys, the time is now. The time is now. Ain't no denying Arsenal from what's supposed to be theirs. Ain't no denying what's going on right now with the Gunners. We've been through the pain. We're still standing. And we've gained our strength now and start climbing. And y'all want to push us back down? No. Football is doing the talking right now. Football is doing the talking right now. You know what I mean? And we're going to make sure that you guys listen. You guys got to listen football when football talk. And Arsenal is talking through football right now. That's the reason why everybody's jumping on their cases. Everybody. I think Arsenal is one of the most hated football clubs. And it's because of the rich history that they have. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Trust me. I am Turkish. Big up yourself from Turkey. Arsenal will not win any trophies, just accept it. Okay, if you say so. Be a fella. Just watch and see. Just watch and see, man. Just watch and see. Can't wait for World Cup. Yeah, I can't wait for World Cup for real, man. I can't wait for World Cup. That's where I think we're gonna have some fun in this World Cup. Just like I said, keep your eyes open. You hear what Jonathan saying? Listen to what Jonathan saying. Jonathan saying, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Just open your eyes and y'all see. You know what I mean? We ain't playing around this season. Just look at the team. The team is balanced. Gyökeres hasn't scored for how long? But we still have persons scoring for him, right? We still have persons making sure that the team win. You know what I mean? He's putting in the work. The hard work is there. We're seeing the efforts. You know what I mean? He got rewarded yesterday. 2 goals. 2 goals. As I said, there might be scruffy goals, but we don't care. That's how you start. Entry point. Remember earlier on we talked about the entry point. You have to have an entry point. You know what I mean? Hopefully those 2 goals are Gyökeres' entry point. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hopefully. So it was a beautiful all-round performance by Arsenal. You know what I mean? And whether people like it or not, y'all have to stand up and take note. You know what I mean? As I said, y'all say we're the set piece kings. I bet you watch and see your coaches adapt to taking set pieces. You watch and see. Set piece coming back in, buddy. You know what I mean? Set piece coming back in. Long throws coming back in. And when y'all take those, we're going to take back the ball to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. North London forever, of course. Gunners. Gyökeres is a beast. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's it. You know what I mean? So guys, don't worry. You know what I mean? Arsenal is here and Arsenal is just to stay. Arsenal only going to get better. You know what I mean? Mikel Arteta is a genius. Mikel Arteta learns. When last have you guys seen that handbrake? Okay. When last have you guys seen that handbrake? When we used to play pretty football, we wasn't boring, but we didn't have 3 points. Now we have our 3 points in games. Buddy, you know how long Arsenal haven't conceded a goal? Arsenal conceded 3 goals since the season started. 3 goals since the season started. Before that game yesterday where David Raya only had 1 shot on target towards him. 1 shot. Before that game, the previous 2 games, David Raya had no shot towards his goal. On target. None. That's boring football, I'll take it. Because the keeper was bored for real. The keeper was bored for real. You know what I mean? So we're not worried about nothing, bro. We're taking our 3 points. We're bulldozing our way to this title, just like Miles Lewis Kelly did in that midfield yesterday when he set up that beautiful goal for Martinelli. We're bulldozing our way through this title. You know what I mean? Love it or you don't love it. It is what it is. Sometimes, bad man thing. You understand me? A bad man thing, we're bad up the title, man. We're badding up this title. You know what I mean? We're going to take it any means necessary, bro. Whether it be set piece, whether it be free kicks, whether it be tiki-taka goals, We don't care. We don't care. We're taking it any means necessary. You know what I mean? With the defense that we have, you know what I mean? With the way this team is gelling, y'all know, Yakuras haven't scored all long. And look when they scored, how happy the players were for it. We have a team, bro. We have a unit. The togetherness is real. The togetherness is real. And that's what's going to bring us success. That's what's going to bring us success. Ain't no going around it. We can't hide from it. We've been hiding from success for 20 years. Selling our best players. Finding excuses. You know what I mean? For 20 years we've been hiding from success. We've been hiding from Champions League success from the competition start. Arsenal is a team that is the most consistent Premier League entry since its competition start. And has never won it. Has never won it. Arsene Wenger qualified for Champions League time after time after time after time with academy players. Academy players, time after time after time after time. Never won it. I remember when we played group stage Champions League football, it's the academy players Arsene Wenger used. Winning. Pretty football. And by the time we reach round of 16, we drop out. We're not playing for that football anymore. We're not playing for that anymore. We are the pride of North London. And we're going to represent. We're going to represent. We want to be about the pride of England. Arsenal is coming to take over. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, this is what's going to happen. The time is now. The football team to watch is Arsenal Football Club. Take notes. Make sure y'all get out your book and pencil. Because it's going to be some serious lesson taught. Serious lesson taught. And y'all ain't going to want to forget these. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all writing down these. You know what I'm saying? Make sure. This ain't no joke this season. It's not an achievement to be qualified for Champions League for 19 consecutive seasons without winning the competition. That's not an achievement. We are righting all the wrongs that we did. We fans have been wrong so many times by Arsenal Football Club. And I think this team now is going to correct all of those wrongs. It's wrong for us not to have a Champions League trophy. It's wrong for us not to win the league for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And now, we're going to correct those wrongs. We're going to make those wrongs right. Arsenal fans going to smile again. Arsenal fans going to be smiling again. Promise you. Y'all take notes. Y'all take notes. The time is now. It's getting there. The team is being completed. The team is being finalized. You know, when they're doing good work here, that sanding down part, you're sanding down, you know what I mean? And you sand down and you blow it off and you feel how smooth it is. And you say, okay, you need to go a little bit more. You start sand down some more. We're at the sanding down part. We ain't there yet, but we're getting there. We're at the sanding down part. I never know that I would have seen an Arsenal squad where we're leaving out first team players because the squad is too big. How? When did we ever thought we would have seen that? We're leaving out first team players because the squad is too big. That's what is going on in this Arsenal club right now. And remember, we're leaving out players right now, and we still have 4 players that are a part of the starting, are a part of the squad that travels. So can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? This is not a joke. This is serious business that Arsenal is doing. Serious business going on right now with Arsenal. No joke. Loving every minute of it. Loving it. Enjoying it. You know how much season Arsenal made me give up on the season before the season finish? Give up on the season before the season finish. Hurtful. Hurt. 2 seasons ago when they came second. Hurtful. Broken hearted. The season before that, hurtful. Last season, Liverpool just came and run away with the trophy that we were supposed to win. Bro, hurtful. Honestly, from nowhere. Where does this man come from? Where? From nowhere. Run away with the trophy. That was our season. The season before that was our season. We came second. We came second. I know these players ain't sitting around for second no more. Time is now. This is serious. The way we play now, keep watching. Our passes, our squad is mustard. People, you need to see soccer now. If we could come first, I will support Man City. Yes, that is good. Estavo. We ain't scared of soccer, we have Estavo. Don't worry, we're going to humble y'all little Chelsea fans. We're going to see y'all soon. We're going to see y'all soon. Chelsea fans with their 700 players, we're going to see y'all soon, okay? Every season y'all buy 700 players and can't find a good squad. Imagine that. Bro, you can't name your club a great club without ever winning the UEFA Champions League in history. Yeah, guys, so back to the game in hand that yesterday, you know what I mean? So the game ended 4-0 yesterday, you know what I mean? And there was some pretty interesting scenario, you know what I mean? Arsenal team on a whole yesterday was fire. You know what I mean? The team was fire yesterday. When we look at the starting lineup, I think Arteta got the starting lineup right. You know what I mean? I changed my starting lineup so many times. You know what I mean? In the shorts or the vlogs or the videos that I do. You know what I mean? I think I have 3 different starting lineups. My first starting lineup, I had Timber on the right and I had Miles Lewis Kelly on the left. But then I tried to go into Arteta brain, and I know he ain't gonna want to lose the game. So I'm saying that he's probably gonna start Califlori again, and I changed to Califlori again. You know what I mean? And all of that. You understand me? I wanted to use 1-1-6 instead of 2 because I wanted to put Ethan Waneri inside that game. You know what I mean? And there was so much things that I wanted to tweet. I was trying to decide between Victor Yacarez and Marino. Because, you know what I mean, we know Marino like goals. You know what I mean? We know Marino can get goals. You know what I mean? But at the end, I did stay with Yacarez because I wanted Yacarez to get some goals. And I knew he would score yesterday. You know what I mean? I knew he'd score yesterday. I didn't know he would score 2. But I knew he would have scored yesterday. And so said, so done. You know what I mean? He scored yesterday. And he took that monkey off his back. Now it's Eze time. You know what I mean? Come on, Eze. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, like, the game is a little bit different from what Eze is used to. Because Eze is used to Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? He's used to being there. He's used to that counter-attacking football. You know what I mean? And then Eze is used to taking a lot of touch and having time on the ball and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that Eze is having to learn. You know what I mean? Because at Arsenal, they don't get that luxury. You know what I mean? You have to make that time. You know what I mean? So he has to learn when to release the ball, when to hold it, when to dribble, when to not, when to pass, when to keep. You know what I mean? He's learning all these things while he's here. You know what I mean? And I promise you, he's gonna be better. He's gonna be a crazy footballer. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be crazy. But don't worry about it. So the game yesterday, the starting lineup, you know what I mean, was fire for me. You know what I mean? Because I love Miles. So seeing Miles start yesterday was good, was awesome. I always knew that he was going to bring in back Gabriel Martinelli. You know what I mean? Because Gabriel Martinelli is scored in every one of the Champions League games so far for Arsenal. You know what I mean? The Champions League game is what I think brought him back on fire. You know what I mean? People are saying, you remember when people used to say, and this is why it's so funny. In the transfer window that just finished, everybody was saying Martinelli need to get sold. Gabriel Martinelli need to get sold. Guys, let me ask you this. Where would Arsenal be right now without Gabriel Martinelli goals? Without Gabriel Martinelli goals, where would we be right now? Let's be honest about it. Gabby have saved us. You know what I mean? Gabby have saved us a lot. You know what I mean? This team is maturing right in our eyes. You know what I mean? They're maturing right in front of our eyes. You get what I'm saying? And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's not the immature Arsenal of the past. You know what I mean? It's not, that is not it. You know what I mean? We can change system 3, 4, 5 different times in one game. In one game. By taking out Zubi or Rice, right there we change the system. By using Gabby Martinelli or Leonard Trossard, right there's a change of system. All of that is a shift because of the different kind of players that they are. You know what I'm saying? So I believe me, man. You know what I mean? But guys, let's go right into our player ratings for this game. You know what I mean? Let's go right into our player rating. Guys, pump up those likes for me, man. Pump up those likes for me. Give me some likes, man. You know what I mean? Y'all like the reasoning content today? Give me some likes. Let's you know what I mean? Pump up those likes. Bro, Jonathan, you are talented, isn't it? I accidentally... Okay. Anyway, the chat is on another something else. Yeah, so player ratings. Player ratings. Let's start with the man himself in goal, David Raya. David Raya. Guys, give me your player ratings in the chat, guys. Give me your player ratings for all who watch the game. You know what I mean? Give me your player ratings. We start with David Raya. You know what I mean? David Raya was pretty much he had a little bit more to do than normal. You know what I mean? Because in the last 2 games he didn't make a save. You know what I mean? He didn't have to. You know what I mean? And I'm saying to myself, Arsenal have this keeper that they're paying for doing nothing. When you have a luxurious defense, luxury, you know what I mean? That can allow you to do nothing and get paid. That's what's going on right now with David Raya. David Raya, you know what I mean, faced only 1 shot on target yesterday. You know what I mean? And I think David Raya got so bored that David Raya came out of the goal and tried to nutmeg the striker on the corner flag. A goalkeeper trying to nutmeg a striker. You're setting up yourself to fail. Because if you lose that ball, which you did, and they missed an empty goal, which they shouldn't have, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, for David Raya, guys, I give David Raya 6, right? And the reason why I give David Raya 6 was just simply because he had nothing much to do, you know what I mean? And because of some neglectful behavior, or whatever that is, he almost cost us a goal. You know what I mean? So I give David Raya 6. I'm going to start with the strongest. I'm going to start from the right to the left. So I start with Timber. Timber. Awesome. You know what I mean? People keep on saying that Timber is not a good attacker. Well, yesterday said otherwise. Timber was awesome in attack yesterday. You know what I mean? And he was devastating in defense. You know what I mean? His all round work yesterday was balance. balance all round work yesterday from Timber. You know what I mean? And Timber have a shout to get or to be one of the man of the match yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He has a good shout to be the man of the match for yesterday. I give Timber a 8.5. Timber is a 8.5 for me. Gabriel Magalhaes, Big Gabby, as we call him. Big Gabby. Big Gabby. Heart and soul of Arsenal defense. It can be argued all day long who is better, which I don't think they care. You know what I mean? But if you're going to ask me right now who is the better defense, it's Big Gabby. It's Big Gabby. If you look at times when Saliba plays without Big Gabby, you know what I mean? It is a Rolls Royce of defense and he is what he is. But I'm wondering if he just doesn't have the leadership qualities that Big Gabby has, why he can't control that defense when Big Gabby is not there. So I think that's probably the situation with it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? But Big Gabby, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm tempted to give Big Gabby 10 out of 10 yesterday. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. I give Big Gabby a 10. I give Big Gabby a 10. You know what I mean? William Saliba. I give William Saliba 7. He was the quieter one, you know what I mean, out of the two. You know what I mean? Sweep up when he needs to. You know what I mean? Sweep up when he needs to. And all of that. But, you know what I mean? Besides that, Gabby was the one that run the defense yesterday. You know what I mean? Miles Lewis Kelly. What a player. What a player Miles Lewis Kelly is. You know what I mean? Miles Lewis Kelly. I give Miles Lewis Kelly a... I want to give him a 9. You know what I mean? But I'm going to penalize him for the mistake that he made earlier on. You know what I mean? When he pulled on the player, he misjudged a run and realized that the ball was going to be passed behind him and he pulled on the player, right? He could have got serious. He could have gotten a card, you know what I mean, and then probably get another card later on, and we end up with 10 man. So I'm going to give Miles Lewis Kelly 8.5. You know what I mean? Because of that run that he made in that midfield. Miles Lewis Kelly bulldozed his way through that midfield. Bulldozed his way through that midfield. You know what I mean? And provided one of the most beautiful assists to a goal. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about that goal when we reach Gabriel Martinelli. You know what I mean? One of the next contender for man of the match. Martin Zubimendi. What a player. Martin Zubimendi. Y'all say that Arsenal is not a big team. Y'all say Arsenal is not this and Arsenal is not that. Remember this. Liverpool, champions, wanted Martin Zubimendi. Real Madrid, 15 Champions League, wanted Martin Zubimendi. Martin Zubimendi wanted one club, and that was Arsenal Football Club. Now, if that's not a big club, bro, I don't know what a big club is. Remember, it was the same thing with Declan Rice. Champions Manchester City, champions, wanted Declan Rice. Declan Rice wanted Arsenal. That's not a big team, bro. I don't know what a big team is. Martin Zubimendi. I give Martin Zubimendi a 9.5. Flawless. Martin Zubimendi was slick. Flawless. Martin Zubimendi was... Oh my God. You know what I mean? It was awesome yesterday. Awesome. 9.5. Declan Rice. 9.5. I have mad score for these players. 9.5. Those corners. The way Declan Rice runs that midfield. Can't go around him. Now, I heard people saying that Gabriel Martinelli need to go find his passport because he's not a Brazilian. Guys, guess what? He found it. He found it. The Brazilian is back. The Brazilian is back. Gabriel Martinelli. When Myers Lewis Kelly bulldozed that midfield and laid that pass half to Gabriel, he laid that pass half to Gabriel Martinelli. When Gabriel Martinelli took that kick, when he curved that ball to the far corner, I almost thought I was looking at Thierry Henry. That's a Thierry Henry finish. Gabriel Martinelli is back. 9 for Gabriel Martinelli. Saka, 8 for Saka. He was devastating in the first half, but he kind of faded away a little bit in the second half. You know what I mean? The other guys, the ball was not just playing only on him no more. Everybody else stepped up. And because everybody else stepped up, the work rate that Saka was putting in the first half, he didn't have to do all that work no more because the ball game wasn't just playing over on Saka's side no more. It was everywhere. So he's totally showing the first half, but in the second half, everybody else was involved. 8 for Saka. 8 for Saka. And the man of the moment, Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres worked his socks off the entire game. Worked his socks off the entire game. You know what I mean? And he got 2 goals as a reward. Let me tell you this, guys. I don't care how those 2 goals came. I don't. Floops, whoops, I could care zero. Victor Gyökeres was brought to score goals, and he has been doing that. Now, I don't care how he score, where, or why. He was brought to score goals, and however he scored them, not my problem. I just want him to score. You know what I mean? And when this dude starts scoring, y'all gonna see the confident comes back. Y'all gonna see the confident of this beast of a player. I'm the one, I criticize him a lot because I know what he should be doing. But I'm telling you, the beast gonna be out soon. The beast gonna be out soon. Remember this. You know what I mean? That's my player ratings, guys. You know what I mean? That's what I think about the Arsenal performance. You know what I mean? Let's get to you guys on the chat. Let's see what's going on with you guys inside this chat. Gyökeres and said Bruno Fernandes was robbed of Ballon d'Or. Bruno Fernandes ain't never gonna get no Ballon d'Or, bro. Bakaya Saka. United is sitting on 9th. They will go down slowly without a doubt. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with Manchester United. With Manchester United. Manchester United. Manchester United got so much name over the past couple of years. Bruno Fernandes is miles better than you, man. What's going on with this chat? Are we talking serious football or are we just clowning around? Arsenal is sitting first, but it's going to battle the league in the end of the season, just like they always do. Man, are you in for a disappointment? I hate to be you at the end of the season. I hate to be you at the end of the season. Arsenal have the keys now, said Jonathan. It's priceless. Our squad is hot. Chelsea are the underdogs. That's a good thing. I guess we have a Arsenal and Chelsea debate going on inside this chat. Hey, Chelsea ain't nowhere near to see Arsenal right now, man. Guys, push up those likes for me, guys. Give me some love in the chat, man. Give me some love. You know what I mean? If y'all haven't yet subscribed to the channel, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Let's build this community. You know what I mean? Also, the videos, guys, I drop these videos for you guys daily. You know what I mean? We can do some of our communication in those videos. You know what I mean? Let's take in these videos and let's talk about what's been said. You know what I mean? Let's do some of our communication and some of our debates in these videos. I drop a video for y'all every single day. You know what I mean? Every single day I drop a video so we can be up and running, so we can keep our communication going. You know what I mean? Yeah. I fell for United, I do. Team Tweed is gonna be better than Paul Scholes. Yeah. So guys, Arsenal sitting pretty right now. You know what I mean, where they're at in the Champions League, and everybody know the elephant is at the top of the tree. So we're sitting pretty much at the top in the league. Yeah, I mean, bye, bro. It's 3:57 a.m. Y'all big up yourself, man. Thank y'all for passing through. You know what I mean? I'm about to get out of here shortly as well. I have already sub and like your stream, your live stream. Thank you so much for the sub, and thank y'all so much for the like. Thank y'all so much. It's a pleasure. Amar knows well, said another Gunners on board. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean, guys? It's been a pleasure having you guys here. You know what I mean? It's been fun. It's been entertaining. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for making this Riley's World. Guys, y'all want to take me to 30 likes before I go? Push up them likes to 30 likes before I go, guys. Let's do this, man. Give me some love. Show me some love. Give me 30 likes before I go. Because we will be back right here tomorrow to do the preview of the Crystal Palace game. So tomorrow we're on Premier League. Tomorrow my co-host will be here with me, Jigga. You know what I mean? And tomorrow Jigga gonna be in a nasty mood. Because, or a good mood, but you know what I mean? Whatever it is. But guess what? His baller scored. Victor Gyökeres scored not once, but twice. So I'm telling you guys, tomorrow I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm always down on Victor Gyökeres. You know what I mean? But that's all I wanted him to do was to score. You know? So tomorrow I'm gonna be getting it, guys. I'm gonna get it. But guess what? We got the 3 points, and that's important. That's the important thing. You know what I mean? Love, love, boss. 30 likes, come on. Come on, guys. 30 likes, guys. Come on. Everyone who's here that haven't liked the channel yet, come on, give me some likes. 30 likes. Push it up. Push up those likes to 30s. And let's go rehearse for tomorrow's live. Tomorrow we'll be live the same time, same place. You know what I mean? Me, my co-host, and my giraffe. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow discussing the Crystal Palace game. The Crystal Palace game. That's interesting. You know what I mean? That's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the starting level for that is. Meaning, if Eze going to be a part of that starting 11 tomorrow. But we will see. Sunday, I should say. But we will see. We will definitely see. You know what I mean? But guys, I guess probably everybody here like and subscribe to the channel already. That's on the channel. You know what I mean? But don't be afraid. Come back tomorrow. It is going to be fire again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Fire again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thank you guys so much for the subscription. Thank you guys for being a part of this channel. You know what I mean? You guys are the ones that make this channel what it is. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. That's the reason why I make sure that I communicate with y'all all the time. I make sure that y'all voice are heard. You know what I mean? Because this is what this channel is about. Making persons who don't normally have a voice elsewhere have a voice right here. You know? So guys, on behalf of the Riley's World team, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for the love. Thank you for the subscription. And y'all have a blessed one. You know what I mean? Y'all take care of yourself and make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications so we can be here tomorrow again. We will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Tiger King. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Catch. All right? Y'all, peace out.